Hello, students. Welcome to this lecture. Today's topic will be on matrix representation of linear equation. Basically, it is about how the system of linear equation can be transformed in the form of matrix. For example, we have a system of two linear equations. Like in the first equation, we have 2x minus 4y equals to 5. And in the second equation, we have x plus 3y equals to 6. So in these two equations, the values 2, negative 4 in the first equations are known as coefficients, as well as the coefficient of x and y in the second equation is 1 and 3. And the variables involved in the system of linear equations are x and y, and the constants of this system of linear equations are 5 and 6. So next, how to transform this 2 by 2 system of linear equations into a form of matrix. So the matrix A is made up of the coefficients of the linear equations and the variables x and y in the linear equations form the variable x, and the constants are given by the matrix B. So therefore we can represent this system of linear equation in the form of matrix. So matrix A takes the coefficients of the linear equations, 2 minus 4 from the first equation and 1 3 from the second equation. So this makes up our coefficient matrix A. And our second matrix is X, which gives the variables involved in the equations. And the matrix B is our constants, 5 and 6. So now, if we consider the system of n linear equations with n unknowns, with variables x1, x2 till xn, then how do you form a system of linear equations? So the general system of linear equations with n unknown variables, with n linear equations with variables x1 to xn will have this system of linear equations. So in this system of linear equations, the coefficients a11, a12 till a1n are the coefficient of the first linear equations, and similarly the coefficient of second equations are given here, and the variables involved in this general system of linear equations are from x1 till xn, and similarly the constants involved in this system of linear equations are b1 till bn. What does it mean is that, for example, if we have three equations, then we will have only three variables. For example, we can have a11, a12, a13 with variables x1, x2 till x3. And similarly, we will have three constants b1, b2 till b3. So now, if you are given with this general system of linear equations, then how do you transform this general equation in the form of matrix? As I explained before, the matrix A is made up of the coefficients of the system of linear equations. Since it is a general system of linear equations, we can directly take the coefficients given in each of the general equations to form a matrix A. For instance, in the first row of this general matrix A, we have the coefficients from the first linear equation. Same is the case for the second linear equations, and it goes up to the n by n variables. So now, once you get the coefficient matrix A, next is to get the matrix X. So to obtain the matrix X, it is just the variables involved in the system of linear equations, as we have x1 till xn. So our matrix A is made up of x1, x2 till the xn variables. So, as you know, the matrix B is made up of the constants of the linear equations. You can just simply put the constant B1, B2 till Bn. Now, if we are given with the three system of linear equations, for example, we have this three system of linear equations, then how do you transform this system of linear equation in the form of matrix? So the first matrix is our coefficient matrix A. So to get the coefficient matrix A, we just take the coefficients of the linear equations. So for example, we have in the first equation we have 3, 4 and 1. So we put that in our matrix A. Similarly, you repeat for the remaining two linear equations and put it in the matrix A. So how do you get the matrix X? Matrix X is nothing but just the variables involved in the system of linear equations, which is our variables X, Y and Z. So our matrix B is just the constants of the linear equations, which is 1, 2 and 5. So if you put this matrix in the form of the linear equations, then we get this equations, which is Ax equals to B. So our main objective of transforming the system of linear equations in the form of matrix is to obtain the values of X. What is X? X is the variable involved in the system of linear equations. In this case, our values of X are X, Y and Z.